Nutrition is one of the most important habits to focus on when you're preparing for pregnancy. Birth defects, pregnancy issues, and the baby's health are all directly impacted by your nutritional state and the types of foods that you're eating. There are 3 phases of early motherhood that nutrition is going to be the most important. The first is preconception, the second is during pregnancy, and the third is during the postpartum period of time while you're healing and breastfeeding. Each one of these phases has specific nutritional demands, which can sometimes be hard to meet on a daily basis. This is especially true during big life changes and when things get a little bit stressful. In early preconception, you're busy preparing your body to become healthier for conception. And during pregnancy, you could possibly be experiencing morning sickness, which can make it harder to get your nutritional needs met. And during postpartum, you're going to be an exhausted new mom, congratulations, so getting your nutrition needs met then could also end up being a challenge. You're most likely in the preconception stage right now and preparing for pregnancy, so I'm going to be focusing on that stage, but know that everything that I cover in this video is helpful and supportive for any of the 3 stages. To make it easy for you, I'm going to share 3 habits that can significantly enhance your nutritional health with the least amount of effort and time. The first habit is to consume a plant-rich meal daily, including a meal each day that is rich in leafy greens, vegetables, beans, and berries that can significantly contribute to your overall nutrient intake. Whether it's a burrito, a stir fry, or an easy bowl, I love Buddha bowls, the key is to ensure that a variety of plants are part of your diet, and having at least 1 meal a day that is plant-focused would be a great place to start. The second low-effort, high-payoff habit is going to be incorporating a radical fertility smoothie into your day. You can have them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And right now, I honestly have been enjoying them for dinner because I enjoy a lighter dinner. But what a radical fertility smoothie is a nutrient-dense smoothie that combines leafy greens, fruits, healthy omega fats, proteins, and blends all of that into a tasty meal that takes less than 5 minutes to make and you can take with you anywhere. This smoothie is going to be packed with important nutrients such as antioxidants, fiber, and minerals, including that folate that you keep on hearing about that you need before you get pregnant. It also contains a lot of omega-3s, which are amazing for hormonal health. And I have a link below where you can get my preparing for pregnancy checklist, which will have my go-to radical fertility smoothie to get you started. The third habit to get a ton of nutrition for the least amount of effort is going to be adding a fertility-specific greens powder to your day. That's why I created FertiliGreens. FertiliGreens is my whole foods, super greens, and wild berry formula that is made from 100% whole foods. FertiliGreens is safe to use during preconception, the 2-week wait, during pregnancy, postpartum, and breastfeeding, and it's great for both men and women. Now you might be asking, is a green specific for fertility necessary? And the answer, I think, is yes. Starting from the 2-week wait through pregnancy, breastfeeding, you're going to notice that you'll start reading a lot of labels and focusing on what safe foods you can have and what supplements are safe. That's why I formulated FertiliGreens to contain 100% whole foods and not have any added supplements in the formula. That way, the FertiliGreens will not overlap with your prenatal vitamin. Because it's made from whole foods, your body will take what it needs and will get rid of what it doesn't. I also made sure to use the highest quality ingredients without any added fillers. A lot of greens out there will include 80 different ingredients to make the labels look great, while a lot of those ingredients end up being inexpensive fillers. Every ingredient of FertiliGreens serves a purpose and is in its most nutrient-dense form. Something else I've seen over the years when it comes to green drinks is most of them don't taste very good. I found that a lot of them were hard to mix, they were lumpy, they had very weird textures, and this made it so that I did not want to be consistent in drinking them. FertiliGreens is super easy to blend. I just have it with water. I take like 8 ounces of water, I put a scoop in, I use a little hand blender. You could also just throw it into your smoothie. Okay, so now let's talk about the ingredients in FertiliGreens. This formula is in 2 different parts. The first is the Super Greens Nutrient Blend. This blend contains organic chlorella powder, and chlorella is a freshwater algae that is packed with nutrition. It contains protein, vitamins B12, C, iron, and a ton of different antioxidants. The next superfood included is organic spirulina, and spirulina is one of the foods highest in protein on the planet, and it has a broad spectrum of vitamins, minerals, Bs, copper, iron, magnesium, potassium, and so many other more nutrients. I've also included broccoli extract powder in this formula because broccoli is one of the most nutrient-dense veggies that you could possibly eat. And it has some very specific compounds that a lot of other vegetables don't. For instance, it's rich in vitamin K and C, and it also has a ton of antioxidants. And specifically, broccoli contains a compound called sulforaphane, and this is a compound that studies have shown to be extremely beneficial for cellular health, antioxidant health, and is very protective of cells. FertiliGreens also includes dandelion leaf. Dandelion leaf is a fresh spring leaf that is packed with minerals. It's a great source of C, K, and E. It has iron, calcium, magnesium, and potassium. It's also a wonderful way to get whole food nutrition through a gentle leaf. I've also included lemon balm leaf, and this is such a wonderful gentle herb known for its calming effects on the nervous system. I have it in this formula to help to reduce stress and occasional anxiety. And lemon balm is also great in helping to support digestion. It's safe for pregnancy, breastfeeding, and during the preconception phase. It's also really high in antioxidants. Now, the last part of the Super Greens nutrient blend is going to be Irish sea moss powder. Sea moss is known for how rich in minerals it is. It has over 70 different nutrients in it, and it is a very rich source of iodine, antioxidants, calcium, potassium, and sulfur. And I've included this formula to help support thyroid health. All women should be making sure they're getting some form of iodine daily, and it's super important for thyroid health and hormone health. The great thing about sea moss being in our formula is you can't taste it, and you also don't have to go through the whole process of preparing it in order to add it to your smoothies or to drink it on a daily basis. It's already in our formula in a full dose. So now let's take a look at the Fertility Antioxidant Super Berries and the Superfood Blend that's in FertiliGreens. The first ingredient is beetroot juice powder. Now, if you've ever followed me on social media for any time, you know I am a huge fan of drinking some beetroot juice on a regular basis. But if you've ever juiced before, you know that it's time consuming. And while I definitely encourage you to juice and drink fresh juice as often as possible and as frequently as you can, this isn't always possible. So I wanted to make sure that you could get beetroot juice easily on a daily basis so you could get all of the benefits from it, even if you don't have time to juice. So in this formula, I've included beetroot juice powder. So what it is it's concentrated beetroot juice that's been freeze-dried. Beetroot juice is known for having high nitrate levels, and what this does in the body is it helps to improve blood flow. This is beneficial for both women and men for reproductive health. Beet juice is also a great source of fiber, folate, magnesium, potassium, iron, and vitamin C. So there's a lot of different wild berries in this blend that I've included, and they have a lot of similar benefits, so I'm going to be talking about them as a group. But the reason I focus so much on wild berries is that they're extremely rich in antioxidants. In fact, wild berries are some of the highest antioxidant foods that you could possibly eat. Wild berries are going to have higher antioxidant compounds because they are stressed living in a wild environment compared to maybe store-bought berries or berries that have been grown in a protective environment like a greenhouse. The berries in our formula are first juiced and then freeze-dried, so they are going to be a lot more concentrated than just a berry being powdered. The berries included in FertiliGreens are acerola, alma, aronia, blueberry, mackay, and tart cherries. I've talked a lot about antioxidants, and there are two reasons that I focus so much on antioxidants and that they should be part of your daily diet. First is they can help with cell repair. So that's going to be when it comes to supporting egg health, supporting sperm health. That's super important. They also help to reduce inflammation within the body. And any food that is extremely high in antioxidants is going to have this ability to be anti-inflammatory. And that's extremely important when you are trying to conceive. That's important for implantation and the early stages of pregnancy. Also, all of these berries have been shown to have benefits and be beneficial for helping to regulate blood sugar levels. This is another component extremely important for hormonal health. Now, the last two ingredients in FertiliGreens are going to be pomegranate juice powder and pineapple juice powder. And I love pomegranates because, again, they're extremely high in antioxidants, they're anti-inflammatory. And I've also included pineapple because it's rich in an enzyme called bromelain. And this helps to aid in digestion and is also fantastic during the 2-week wait and throughout pregnancy. FertiliGreens is super easy to make. All you're going to need to do is add some water to a cup, add a serving of FertiliGreens, and use a hand mixer to blend it, or you can also use a shaker bottle like a protein shaker bottle. Another thing you can do is you could just add it into your daily smoothie. It can be taken any time of day. I personally take mine first thing in the morning, and it will combine great with other supplements and is generally something that you could take with medication because it is a whole food. But please always check with your doctor, or if you're working with a reproductive endocrinologist, and let them know about all or any of the supplements that you might be taking. Thank you for joining me for today's video. If you like this type of natural fertility information and want to learn how to support your reproductive health naturally, make sure to follow and subscribe, and I'll talk to you again soon in the next video. Oh, you messed it up. I was bringing your green drink.